Alrighty, today's Wednesday. Tyler talks on Wednesday. I was gonna do this last night, but I didn't. Let's see. Standard nativity, some Bethany, little weird defense. We'll get into that. It's just a cross, no calf, little curses. Ooh, what's that guy doing? So this is nativity. Talking to Jeremy. He's been doing well with this. John Early back to back. I guess second place finishes against some top tier competition. He's been doing well with his nativity. He's got a couple different defenses in his. Um, I'm not like the original architect of this. I was talking to Jeremy about it, and minus Moses, this is pretty much his build. The only thing is that this is pretty much your standard nativity. So, um, once again, I'm trying to go through all the themes of GOC with some weeks in between so we can have content until new things. And then also helps me understand GOC better. So I play it as a theme, and I started working on Card Game Fanatics, started working on your silver orange. I was like, yeah, I still do. That's a tough deck. Really is. Um, so I'm still trying to get a grasp of everything. So, and I would encourage everyone, even if you love your deck, Rob Smith, even if you love your deck, that's what you play other stuff. If you only stick to one deck, yes, you get the experience there. But if you play other decks, then I feel like you know how to beat them when you go back to your other deck as well, if that makes sense. Um, so like I'll play Empty Tomb, I play New Testament Gold, I play Clay Nonsense and Nativity and Straight Silver, stuff like that. It helps me know what the offenses can do. And then I could also take the best aspects of everything, kind of put them together. Like you can bring in some nativity, some empty tomb, Peter, John, those three empty tomb ladies that, negate and band everyone in and toss. And then you bring in Bethany. Like that's three Bethanies, three Bethany heroes, three disciples, maybe three nativity heroes. It all works together. Um, Pretty much with the same stuff. You could take out Moses. I like keeping the cross, but cross, Golgotha, Moses, and all the curses can turn into Jonah, Judas, Enosh, and Jesse. So that's another variant. Um, I really like Judas in every deck. You could also take out these three and bring in Fallen Star and Gates of Hell. Gates of Hell should probably come in here anyway. Um, Gates of Hell should be in here. Just oversight. Um, but yeah, you can bring in Gates of Hell, Fallen Star with Judas, and then you got one. This deck is at 52 cards, so you take out these three, you're at 49. Bring in Fallen Star, you're at 50. So just make stuff. You'll see it. Um, so this offense is nativity. It's nothing crazy. Um, it just gets out everything really, really quick. Slap Star Bethlehem does some star stuff. Uh, Strong attacks by activating Flight into Egypt to have a nativity band that's protected. That's CBN. Couple good battle winners, good bands. I mostly rely on the Bethany trio, to be honest. And it's just really, really quick. The defense is fun. I wanted to use a defense with some stars, and I thought that so star, 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 and I think that's it. Yeah. So ideally, I would like two more star cards on defense to make numerous as good as possible. With this defense, I was looking through. There's not a lot of by the number characters right now in general, especially on defense because of rotation. By the number was a old old strategy, and now by the numbers are just it's a little bit more specific or conditional, like Unity, like Shamgar. You have Unity, um, Benaiah. unity. And Lazarus, you got to convert 24 elders. You have a cost there as well. So it's not just here's a hero, they're by the numbers. Magnifying multitude as well. So it's really good. You have big bands that negate. A lot of it's negate evil cards, which is way better, but with a built-in cost. So I was looking through rotation and there's just not a lot there. I was also looking at defense. So originally this was Brown and Jaden told me it was no good. So hurt my feelings and I restarted and it just wasn't playing well together. And he was right. So what I wanted was, like I said, a couple star cards with some big dudes because they're hard to stop right now with the current meta of offenses, what they're trying to do. And wanted a couple just prevent enhancements. That's really all I care about, negating or preventing enhancements. Yeah, it's nice to negate heroes and everything, but I really care about having a big band with some protection in it or a big band with negating. So that's what I went with. We have like Beetlejuice, and he bans to a demon or takes a demon. So usually I'll ban to one of these two, and or Red Dragon. So here's our pyramid scheme. It's not a pyramid, it's multi-level marketing. And so ban to a demon, one of three ways. I can also go Judean mediums to Beetlejuice. And then that lets me have a potential CBN Red Dragon or just another cog in the chain, because then Messenger can go to Balaam or Selfish Kinsman, or Deceiver can go to Balaam or Selfish Kinsman. So it's really good there. Beetlejuice could also go to Prince of this World. So just as another protect, that could be a potential CBN and you could have two CBN protection characters in battle. So this all works together. There you go, Jaden. Thank you. So strong little defense. Like I said, probably not enough stars. But that's okay because we have nativity, so nothing matters. Destructive Sin, another good. It's a good star ability. More than likely, I'm going to get it first turn, or within my first turn, I'm not going to be able to trigger the star. But either way, good battle winner, and also it's a draw punishment. If Moses is out, it doesn't work, but it's still a star card. That's a potential battle winner that can help if they get rid of Moses. A Curse of God, another one, star. It works on, cannot be prevented if a curse is in play. I usually have all the curses out. So I have a brown, pale green star card that's CBP that works on both these two guys. And Balaam can get out an Old Testament curse if they get rid of it. Get rid of all the curses. And then Wages of Sin, get out stuff. So what I'm trying to do is blast off, and then when I'm done with my turn, or before I attack, plop down Moses while I have all the curses active first turn. I usually try to go into a second turn cross because a lot of times I'm going to just use an Angel Lord first turn. The cross is usually my second turn in Golgotha, and I have Moses, curses, all the curses, cross. So enhancements, lost souls, and characters are negated. And all your neutrals are negated. No one can play dominance, and CBN cards are tossed, which, once again, I'm trying to play either an Untouchable or an Angel Lord first turn, and then go into the cross and not really care about it anymore. So Golgotha is really good because I try to negate stuff. So Golgotha makes it to where the first skull icon used by your New Testament character, each battle cannot be prevented. This works really well with Balaam and Selfish Kinsman in an orange band. So I get a CBP, Destructive Sin, that really catches them off guard. All your neutrals are negated, and Moses does not negate Golgotha, and this is a modifier, so can't really do anything. So my identifier holds the cross, and my modifier, you can't touch my modifier. So really good. The first skull icon used by your New Testament character, which is all my demons. And so I get Deafening Spirit. So everything is CBP as well. That's inherently CB. That could be inherently CBN. So all these cards are CBP. So I could even bring in more based on Golgotha. I just don't want to rely on Golgotha, but I also wanted to have Balaam shut off enhancements and then enhancements to play off Balaam that potentially work as long as I have a character in battle. So, and if I only have Balaam, then there's really no point in pale green stuff, right? But I still have Judean mediums. So Shame's really good right now. Set aside up to 2 of opponent's heroes for 2 turns. CBI of a male and a female. This card wasn't really played because there wasn't any good females in the game that were heavily used. That changed. So, worst case scenario, I'm hitting their person in territory. That's not even worst case scenario. I'm hitting their person in territory and person in battle, CBI. So, and if they attack with Empty Tomb or the Bethany trio, then that's really good. Unless they're negating evil cards. Then Golgotha. See, it all works. I'm a big proponent of Mist. I don't have a way to this card, do I? In my reserve. Whoops. All right, we're gonna have to figure that out. Mist and did God really say I can get through wages? Gonna have to figure that out. Everything else pretty standard. Boom, boom, boom. Same with the souls. You got the New Testament soul package. And this is, I'll just say Jeremy's architect. With the New Testament souls. Don't really need to go into that too much. So let's just go into it, right? Boom, boom. It's at 52 for the time being because we are in test phase. Bada bing, bada boom. I keep saying this. I don't think Nativity is the end all be all deck. Like I think it's extremely good, extremely consistent. I don't think the build is perfected yet. I still think it needs some hand control pieces. I think with Heavenly Host, like I don't have Heavenly Host in this build, but I can play Heavenly Host and I can get essentially 4 Meek tokens. Peter, I'm usually going to play as Meek. So I have 4 tokens by first turn, Peter, and then I can have one of the Bethany characters. Usually I'm going to have Martha, Bethany be Meek. So there's 6 right there. And then this offense already wants Awesome Ride because of all the Meek and stuff you can do. I could easily have Simon in here, choose the blocker. Falling Away, I know that's your common one, Jeremy, just in general, but I could have Simon, Falling Away. I can have, I shied away from Falling Away, choose the blocker because everyone's running GOC in Herod's Temple. So their guy's protected. I would rather try to do more damage in general, like blow up as much as I can. So I really like Meek tokens, Peter as Meek, and like a Bethany hero as Meek. And then catch you off guard with an impartial judgment turn 2. You know, your whole hand's gone, and I just walk in with really anyone. So I don't think this deck is where it can be. I think it can be better. Either way, look at your hand, look at the top card of deck. You may underdeck it. And then play a Meek Disciple from deck. Whoops. And then if you control Meek hero, draw 2. So I'm going to play a Meek Disciple from deck. John isn't in this build? Oh, Tyler. Well, end video. I'm horrible. That'd be nice for a little draw 2. All right. Create a lost soul, and if put in territory, you may exchange with a New Testament lost soul in your deck. Humble's another way for my since I'm not doing much hand advantage in this deck, like my offense isn't trying to pin your hand down. Humble's in here to also help my defense. So it's a very good card, and it looks awesome. Good job, Gabe. Okay, New Testament Soul. First turn, I really like Undesirables. So I kind of put that one up here. Imitate's nice. Yeah. I like having Undesirables first turn. They have to negate it, or else I essentially gain a turn for free. Um, I can't really do much first turn on block. What I could do is usually you get like a draw two first turn at best and give myself that. I can decide to band and I didn't draw into anything. So I die. Assuming they didn't absolutely go bonkers. And I'll be honest, even if they did, I can still kind of do enough things. So either way, we have everything we need to go off. Wait, I'm gonna do lawless. We're gonna reveal top six. Bing bong, bing bong. Put Lost Souls in play. Put Lost Souls in play. And I get to take an evil card. You already know. Send to the bottom of deck. And then imitate. Now it's my upkeep. Yeah, I didn't even do stars. I just said screw it. Imitate. That's upkeep, and this is not put in play, and it wasn't by an opponent. It wasn't drawn, so I can imitate. Lawless, reveal. Take an evil card. I have enough stars for numerous, so I can go into all the curses. The issue is I'm going to want to play delivered, but I can play delivered into 4D coin on Peter. But I have a star card and I have no Moses yet, which I'm going to have a Moses because I have Emmaus Road and stars. Okay, so I'll go into the lock. All right. So we can go ahead and just go right into all the curses, negate their neutral cards. We're going to put down Peter as Meek, and we're going to, we don't even need to go into a 4D coin. That's what's so crazy. We'll go straight into a numerous. Because we have so many star cards in our hand. So it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Someone should really do something about this. And reveal any number of star cards from hand. I'll show 7. Take up to X human heroes. Oh, you know what? That also was the wrong play. I probably should do a 6 and have fifth seal. So that's the wrong play. So put down Lazarus. It's okay. We're learning, everyone. Lazarus into fifth seal into Emmaus Road. Fifth seal gets discarded. I can play Emmaus Road and get a star card from deck. It's probably going to be, yep, Magi or Magnifying Multitude because I want another Nativity. Emmaus Road goes back into deck. Now I play numerous, and it's still 3, 6, 7. So I get 7 heroes from anywhere in the world. You name it, I can get them from. The first one we get is Facile, so that's 1. So we'll put 1 back in our hand. That's 2. We'll put 2 back in our hand. That's 3. Put 3 back in our hand. That's 4. We'll put 4 back in our hand. Let's see, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Martha, we'll put 1 back in our hand. Magi, 1 back in our hand. And let's see, who's left? Who's last on the kickball team? We got to take another nativity hero. All right. And I maxed out my hand. Whoops. I don't get John. My hand's maxed. Sorry, John. Look at me misplaying everywhere. I'll be honest, I don't even think this is a high skill gap deck at face value. I think when you start adding in the better attacks, it's high skill gap. I think this is a practice deck. Practice this deck and you're good. You don't need to go, it's not hard. Like you're just attacking with the Bethany trio, or I mean, a lot of people attack with just Magnify Multitude. You can get your hand down, John the Forerunner hand down, blocking or attacking there. We are going to, we can go back to a numerous. We just want to put our hand down first. We don't want that yet. Now the issue is we want to put down non-star cards that aren't Moses, because we need to play Fifth Seal, get Emmaus Road. We're going to check our deck first. Any other star card? Yeah, we're good. So now we can get Emmaus Road. We can play Emmaus Road. We can go back to John or Virgin Birth. I mean, it doesn't matter at this point. We have everything that's a good star card. I know, what a tease. Not a good star card. You're a good card with a star in it. We can take another hero from deck. We just don't need to. So now really the only thing we're doing is we can go back, like we can top deck numerous, but we don't even want to do that. We can just, go into Star Bethlehem. So now we're going to put down our nativity heroes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we can play Star of Bethlehem for 5 stars. We can draw up 2 because I'm going to activate stars. Now, drawing 5 would make us at 15. So we get 1 more other ability first. We want to activate. This is where the practice comes into play. You can kind of think prior to, but if you control a meek hero, draw 2. Like I could put down before I played this. Yeah, this is where just practice. That's all. You could put down Martha and Judean mediums. So we want our hand to come down a little bit. And then we play Star of Bethlehem. And now we can activate because we want to get the extra draw 2 on hospitality. So we have 5 nativities and we can top deck a nativity hero, a New Testament star card, a good dominant. Like we can top deck everything and then draw it. New Testament artifact. We could resurrect the gospel human hero. Yeah, you wish. So, and then we can activate cards from hand 2. So we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're going to top deck something. Yeah, and a good dominant. So this is going to be our 5. So first, we're going to discard the top card of their deck. And then we're going to top deck a good dominant from deck. whatever, right? And then if you control a meek hero, draw two. You control a meek hero, draw two. And then you can draw five. And this is discarded. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 nativity heroes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cool. And we would not be able to draw that because these cards are actually in our hand. So we're at 16. Okay. Yeah, so this is fun for everyone, right? And then we can put down, and this doesn't even have Jehu in it, right? Like, you can Jehu. My favorite play right now is Jehu into the Bethany trio. Jehu with a weapon into the Bethany trio. Like, we could numerous as the stars. We grab Jehu. We wages of sin into Jehu's sword. Boom. I don't even think Jehu's sword's the right play anymore. I think something else is the right play, like a bounce or something, or I don't know, protection, whatever it is, because they don't even have characters down. Okie dokie. Put down Beetlejuice. We could play wages because why? I don't know. Play destructive sin. Now we still have the cross and 4 drachma coin in deck, which is really good to know. That's where, players become better, is by knowing what they want to do first. Now we're kind of past the 90 seconds. So let's make sure we can get a search, right? And I played wages in before I did a search. Bring it back in. Take a gospel character. Okay. Now, I could go into the cross. I'm already negating their neutral cards. They don't get to attack next turn. I'm already negating their neutrals. I can just play Mary of Bethany to negate all territory class characters, or just characters in territory. Keep Moses in hand, and then play Destructive Sin. That's what's so nice about this. Play Destructive Sin. If opponent uses a good draw ability, I get to draw one from bottom of deck instead. That's the biggest part of that ability. And now all territory class characters are negated and they can't draw. If I wanted to put down Moses, then I can do that as well. But now, and I could still Coming Prince and do Star of Bethlehem again, Now I can Delivered. No, no, no. Son of God. Rescue. I'm going to hold Crowd's Choice because remember, we didn't have stuff into my reserve. If used by Nativity, take. I'm going to take Son of God. I'm also going to do a bunch of take backs this game, right? Or second coming into Son of God. Remember, I had a token generator and I assume they draw some stuff, right? So it is 2-1. And now I use Son of God second coming. I used it like a noob in the beginning. I've already seen their hand. So I know I'm going to win. And now I go into the cross. Okay, so I activate. I have a place that can activate. I think that's. I always get that confused. Sorry. If I can activate and I have a spot to hold it, it might still take my slot and then I have to move it next turn. I think that's how it's played. But guess what? This is my rules, my channel, right? I don't have to actually follow the rules. I do. If there's anything else, like take a human hero from reserve, I can get Jehoshaphat next turn. And there's really no one in my deck that I need, so then we would already see their hand. We could Gabriel to Martha. Opponent must reserve an evil card from hand. band, CBN, and then I can probably convert Martha here and keep Mary. I get a draw too. Boom, boom, boom. Um, I could have also done Simeon to Gabriel, whatever, doesn't matter. Good, good. Um, the issue now is I'm just plopping stuff down, right? And I want to keep stuff in my hand. Like I want to keep Selfish Kinsman. I want to keep Moses. So I'll play Coming Prince and top deck what? I mean, do we go back to numerous to get fifth seal to get whatever? I don't think that we need to do that. I can get another discard the top, um, or I can just go straight into a draw. So that's top decked. I don't like, yeah, this is nice to have. This can get my hero from reserve. This can get my hero from reserve, but I can just get Emmaus Road over and over too. Yeah, the reserve rule, I play this, boom, I got both my heroes, good to go. See, they don't suspect that I have Kinsman. They suspect that I have Red Dragon. Or you should. And then it's their turn. I have all sorts of blocks. Like, and they can't draw anyway, but they can search. And then I can kind of play the Moses Judean mediums into my benefit, right? Moses isn't out. They're probably going to have to search, and then I get Judean mediums. They can't draw. Neutral's negated. Characters are negated. I got a bunch of blocks. So if I had to block here, honestly, Judean, let's see, and to a demon. This is where I want Messenger Satan, but he's dead. If this is where I don't like putting down Judean mediums because then they wouldn't search. So don't have honestly much blocks here. Like boom, boom, knowing I could go to my reserve for a negate. And if they didn't search, then I would just do make them waste stuff. And I'd probably have to go into a crowd's choice into a negate. So either or. So, and then they'd have to play something else to get around CBN band and protection. That's an evil character. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Upkeep. I can create a token. I usually put humble. Oh, I play crowd's choice with cross. Boom. Boom. Cheater. Boom. And they can have revealer. Close game. All right, drew 3. Now I can do all sorts of stuff. Star. Draw up to. Is this still 5? I don't put anyone down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I can exchange. Don't need to. See, now we're good. I got 3 cards left in my deck. Play for my reserve now. Probably take Mist. Mist to take Messenger. and they get something back too, whatever I decide. Emmaus into probably Jehoshaphat. I also want to make sure I have flight into Egypt because that's my rescue for turn 2. I'll do that first. Mary, play an angel from reserve. Messianic to get my 6 nativity. You'll notice I don't have temple in this deck, Herod's Temple. So that's another thing that can come in. Virgin birth. He can go down. And flip over the cross. Don't you hate that? Now they can play dominance. 40 coin, 1, 2, 3, 4. Go into Emmaus, into Lost Child Found. I can play Lost Child Found. Bounce up to 3. I'm deciding if I want Moses down or not, because I'm probably going to have to convert Mary to Meek. I'll bounce her just in case, and bounce up to 3 other cards. If they have anything like artifact or something, I can bounce it. Now, is there anything else I want to do that Moses would stop? Pretty much I'm just looking at territory class stuff. No. Do I need anything from reserve, from New Covenant? No. The other thing is I'm going to continuously imitate Lost Souls. So if I put down Moses, I shut that off. So I lose my soul gen, which is another aspect that you need in your reserve. I feel like you always have to have soul gen in your reserve. I've always said you need 3 to 4 soul gens in your deck. Most of mine come from Lost Souls, like Revealer, Lawless Imitate, and Harvest. So I do have 4, but it's all restrictive on souls. I'm just deciding on Moses. I'm gonna go ahead and play Moses and shut off souls. And now I can drop star, and I get to do 6 star abilities. That is definitely going to be 1. So this will be 1. None of my guys died. And it's from discard pile as well. No, activate it to X good star. Oh yeah, I was wanting delivered back. Yeah, Enosh gets you delivered back. Enosh gets you anything back. So yeah, I guess Moses comes out for Enosh because it just works better with Star Bethlehem. All sorts of tidbits. I don't need to draw anymore. There's not really anything I need to do, to be quite honest, because I'm going to draw my whole deck. So unless I'm top decking anything from reserve. So a New Testament artifact, I guess I can just top deck a New Testament artifact from reserve. Where was that? It was somewhere. So 1, 2. Good enough. 3. 1, 2. Oh. And then that was down here. 2 go to hand, so I only get to draw 4. And what do you know? Go back to wages. what am I doing? Send to the bottom. It's the same thing. And Emmaus, this is so what people don't get, if you guys are still watching, I've been rambling, is this deck is so good because it puts cards back in its deck so it doesn't lose to Cross and Angel Party. That is very, very, very good. The whole point of this and Angel Party are for when cards or decks like this do what they're doing. This isn't fair. It's just a way around it, right? I still haven't done anything with artifacts. Feel like we're way past 90 seconds, right? So we already activated. Oh, that was just a drop to X we're playing. Yeah, so we got the draw at the beginning. No, we didn't. This is too much going on. My gosh. Okay. So we protect good nativity cards from harm until end of turn. That's CBN. So at this point, we just want to have just a band because they're all protected. And we also want to band to a New Testament prophet, a band to a gospel hero, may band to a nativity hero, and then may draw two negate evil card, and we're not going to draw two. May negate or negates evil cards with toughness X or greater. I don't think if you do not, may band to a nativity hero. Why not? May band to a gospel angel. Why not? You know, all nativity is protected. If we can't end with magnifying, we can end with John. It just depends on what our hand's looking like. We already have Moses down, so we could put Mary down. She's negated. We're not attacking yet. We could ban to a warrior and get a bounce to messianic. I'm just seeing what my band is prior to, but we're also putting down cards. We don't have the cross active, so we do want to play crowd's choice into shame. Hey, it worked. And we're gonna put down stuff. Discard a card from their reserve. Put down messenger. Let's just say we needed to play 3 woes. I got all sorts of stuff going on, right? And then for my attack, maybe into a gospel angel. Maybe into a nativity hero. And once again, that's why I said practice. It's not so much a high skill gap, but it's more so I need to know what my band is prior to. Band to a warrior, band to a gospel angel, band to a nativity hero, band to a New Testament prophet, band to a gospel hero, band to a nativity hero. So it's one or the other. And then I have 7 cards in hand. That's not ideal. So doesn't matter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them are CBN protect. So they have to have regardless of protect. And I still have an interrupt. Might not have that as a negate. Another interrupt. The cross is off, so I have this as well. I don't have a clay hero in battle. I got 2. So let's just say I had to play Angel Lord. Their turn, they do something. I block with a big band. It would probably be Beetlejuice to Judean to Messenger. I think that's the band. And then I negate enhancements or prevent enhancements. Cool. And now I finally deck out, and guess what? I still don't have to necessarily deck out. Like I can still wages this into Deafening Spirit and still not deck out. So you still don't get anything off Angel Party. Yeah, so that's it, right? Pretty fun. I still have stuff in my hand. I said you can heavily host in this deck and have impartial judgment. We really don't get to utilize Multitude and Forerunner because this game's usually over in 3 turns. The cross was deactivated for 2 turns, so maybe we take out the cross and Moses and curses for Enosh, Judas, and Jesse, but we still don't have a yeah. Enosh negates their neutrals, Jesse negates their characters, and Judas. That's probably the move, and then Enosh gives us that resurrect, right? Take a blue card from discard pile. So maybe we bring in some hand control.